Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Vital to the future of you. I'm wondering, what civilizations out there in space got that message? Oh, my God. Whoa. We better listen to that, man. He's on a radio telescope, and he's wearing all black velvet, apart from a little bit of gold trim. Yes, and he's got a goatee. I think we should listen to him. I'm like, really? I don't know, these things are strange things that shouldn't happen. How is everybody? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. How are you out there? Well, my hands are cold. Let me just warm them up by shoving them into my armpits, as is my want. They teach you that in rabbinical school. I hope you're all having a fantastic time. I have to tell you, YouTubing has simultaneously saved my life and destroyed my life. Yeah, I think that's fair. I was destroyed my life because it consumes it completely. There's that, and like doing the other stuff. Like that. This is okay. There's something called the 80-20 rule. That is, you get 80%. Well, you from 80% of your work, you get 20% of your return, right? Which means from 20% of your work, you get 80% return, which is a much more important thing. So the thing is to work out what it is. But like basically, 80% of my time, I mean, other than work, like earning money, is YouTubing, and then the other 20% I'm putting to comics, like comic stuff. Like I am right now. I'm covering. This is for everybody on Substack, by the way. Sign up to my Substack in the video notes. Starting tomorrow, we're releasing the Ice Warriors, and it's the first time it's going to be in full color. I haven't done it. I colored from this 7th episode or 8th episode onwards, right? So I have to go back and color. So that's what I got to do tomorrow, right? I'm about halfway through it, right? I can play with it quite a bit more. But yeah, that's coming out to for everyone on Substack. That's the free one, right? That's the free one. And then I've really got to start focusing on plugging the paid one, because people are paying for it already. So I'm putting out content. Although I think I'll put out a free strip as well this week. There's kind of fun one I did with Stefano called A Night on the Town. Oh no, maybe we'll do. Oh yeah. Maybe we'll do the heavy metal strip, one of the heavy metal strips. Yeah. I did a heavy metal strip with about a robot detective, right? Who doesn't have a dick, right? He's a robot, but he doesn't have it, so he doesn't have a dick. He doesn't have a groin-on attachment, and he has deep sexual longing and frustration, right? So his whole life is frustration. So then he gets a job. He's basically got to watch a sex worker to catch a villain. and he's mortally wounded in the end. But the sex worker he's watching grants him his dying wish of inserting a electroprod into his groin so he can experience an orgasm as he dies. I think it's, all's fair in love and war. I might put that strip out. I got a lot of weird stuff I can put out. Anyway. Where to start? Oh my god! There's a lot of eclectic stuff going on. So, man, it was my father's yurt site tonight. Now, a yurt site is the memorial day, the day that you buried your father, not the birthday, the burial day, right? Which in Judaism is about like the day after, right? Like he passed away, I believe, on Saturday, and we buried him on Sunday. You do it very clearly. Normally, and that's only because it was Sabbath. And normally, if he passed away during the day, boom, that night, yeah. So and you like commemorate him. You say this like memorial prayer and services. Anyway, so I've been in a steaming mood since yesterday. I'm steaming. I've dealt with steaming for me. I don't think anybody noticed. I hope okay. There's this bit in Apocalypse Now where Marlon Brando, I'm not sure if this is in the Redux, the extended one, but he's reading the notes and he's saying the obscenity of not allowing, using napalm, but not allowing those planes to use the word F, on the side of their planes. It says that Marlon. And I'm like, yeah, I hear it, because, oh my God. So, I'm like obsessed by this like thing called Lashon Hara in real life, because I didn't think it was such a big deal, and apparently it really is. So like, what really bothers me about it, Lashon Hara is speaking badly about each other. It's supposed to bring the apocalypse, and it's not in a good way. But hey, why worry now, right? No need to panic. It's like when you got cancer, might as well have a cigarette. I mean, at that point, I guess. I mean, it depends how. That's not medical advice, okay? Don't do that. That's bad advice. But I don't know what to tell you. But it's kind of like that. So the guy, one of these like ringleaders of it, like, is also thinks of himself as like the super pious guy. And he does all this stuff in the synagogue. He's very subservient. He loves authority. Like, bless him. And what happened with him, I think, is that he couldn't fathom the idea that authority had made a mistake, which he clearly had. I mean, what can I tell you? Proof right, 100 times over. Clearly had, but so you like double it when you get that, you get double and triple and quadruple down, which is basically what happened. So that wound me up more and more and more and more, because I was caught in the cycle with him, right? So I've been trying to step out of that cycle, but so that guy winds me up, right? I like what, because he like again thinks he carries himself as a very pious person. And I know he's full of shit. What can I tell you? Anyway, honestly, I don't know. I mean, look, honestly, I'm going to tell you my real thing I'm perplexed about, right? He seems like a decent bloke. I don't get it, right? I do not get it. Because genuinely, he seems like a decent bloke. I can't work it out for the life of me. It's so weird. Anyway. So he winds me up. Anyway, he gives me agitated every time I see him, which is a lot, right? And I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, I want to snap his head off. So anyway, he was talking to this guy of the services. And it's not anybody's fault, okay? Okay, this guy innocently walks up to him, friendly, think time for Hitler. And let's start, I was learning this thing about wearing shorts in synagogue. What is the rules upon that? So he starts saying the rules that you're not allowed to get this particular honor or that particular honor. If you're not allowed to lead services, if you're wearing shorts, this sort of thing. And he's right. Okay, he's right, man. I'm getting so mad. I'm getting so steamed up. I was like, well, you can't wear shoes, but you can speak Lashon Hara. It's like, it's going on in my head. Like, like, so, as I said, YouTubing has destroyed my life because it takes it up, but it's also saved my life because, you get to work through these things. When you see it in a third person, you go, that's kind of stupid. Now, that's something I recommend for everybody, right? It's always good to look at yourself and go, that's pretty stupid. like everybody poops, baby. Everybody poops, everybody looks stupid. And I think it's good. So that's what I think the lesson is, right? I'm like going, firstly, I was too mad to even think about it because I was like mad in general, right? And I'm trying not to be mad. So then, I can't even think about what's God want about me. I'm like, I can't even think. I'm just pissed off, right? So finally, it's like just 20 minutes ago, literally 20 minutes ago, I started to be able to think about. No, about half hour ago, I started to be able to think about it rationally, right? I was only now when I'm saying out the story, and I realized like I got caught up in my own bullshit, right? Which you do. It's always good. So saying it out is also good. By the way, I've always recommend this thing called a tripod of objectivity, which basically you get that by YouTubing, which is always have somebody you can say something, have a student, have a friend, and have a mentor, right? Oh, blimey. I got you guys. You're stuck with me. What can I tell you? But no, they normally tell you when you're off. If everyone in that tripod tells you're off, you're probably wrong. Right. But But that's essentially what YouTubing does for you. So I got to say, so I think what is the lesson of this? I think it's a Jewish word. Like, what does God want me to get out of this, right? So I think it's the Jewish word called anivet, which is very badly translated into humility, right? Humility sounds like bullshit, right? Humility sounds very, self-aggrandizing. Like, oh, I'm so humble. That's not what humility is. Like they said, Moses was the most humble man. He's also was the unquestioned leader, right? And was treated as such. Like, he was king of the Jews, quite literally. Actually, no, he wasn't. He was never coronated, I think we didn't have a king. I don't know. History's not my strong point. Who was the first one? Would have been Saul, I guess. Yeah, so we didn't have a king for a while. Anyway, he was the leader. He was the uncontested leader, but it was supposed to be the most humble. So what is humility, right? Humility is when you're able to remove yourself from the equation. And if you believe in God, right, and you believe God is infinite, right, that means you are basically making yourself at one with God, which is at one with the universe, right? Which is that's what humility is, and that oneness, like that stillness, is something good to but it's a kick in the balls to get there. Oh my God, man, you got to just like take a kick in the balls often, right? Which is where I am at, but thankfully I'm able to realize, I'm able to see there are advantages to it. But man, whoa, there's a story, and I understand it now, right? This is such a Jewy story, right? This is the Jewiest Jew story ever. So, yeah, you think I'm like joking? No, I'm not. So there's this couple of Jews, traveling Jews, whatever they are, going across Russia in 1850 or wherever. Okay, like that kind of like there's some snow. Fine. So they get to the inn and they're going to sleep there in the barn or whatever, because that's where the Jews go. Because get out there, or you have to sleep in the main room, whatever. And some drunken Cossacks come in. And they said, we want to dance. So let's get one of the Jews to dance. So I tell you, this is a very Jew. So they kick one guy. It's Rab Zebia or whoever it is, right? Hey, Jew, get up and dance. He's like, I got to get up and dance. This is a Jewish story. So he gets up, dances, right? He says, okay, you get back to sleep. Right. Little time goes, he gets kicked. They go, hey, Jew, come, let's get up and dance. Right, and so then the third time, the guy he was with says, listen, tell you what, why don't we switch places? This time they'll get me. I'll do it. Okay, no worries, right? So so they go to kick him again, and say, you know what? We got this one up a few times. Let's get the other one. Go, Jim. Poof, get up and dance. So this is the moral, right? This is such a Hasidic story, and I couldn't even begin to get it. He said, I finally got it, that the good Lord, wanted me to dance all night. So I will dance all night with joy. And that's what he did. I was like, wow, that's kind of wild, mate. At some point you take a kick in and go sleep. But but I can't. That's what a anivet is. That's what humility is. It's like saying, it's understanding there's really only God, right? None of this is really. It's kind of the Matrix sort of thing. By the way, okay, Matrix Resurrections. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I liked it. I'm sorry. Like, I think it was made under duress, which they said, hey, made me do this. But I like the continuation of the story. I thought it was clever, right? I like the rebuilding of Neo. I thought that made sense. I think it all made sense in universe. I like the civil war in the machines because the power started to run out because the humans were waking up, right? And that's what led to making this new Matrix, because it's basically this nightmare world we live in now, right? Again, just keep in mind, the goal of social media, right, is to keep you on the platform. The most successful way of keeping you on the platform is keeping you in conflict, right? That keeps your brain cells firing like crazy, right? That keeps you on the platform, keeps you. But what really keeps you on the platform is if they take away the rights of one side and only give them to the other side, right? Because the one side that they give the rights to like to smugly lecture, right? And don't really care that much about justice. While the other side gets so incensed by that, they seek justice and they will stay and fight, right? And they stay on the platform. That's what it's for. This bullshit war between left and right isn't real, right? They're all arseholes, okay? Anyone who's in the club is an arsehole. And look, can I just say, the people you have in the club in England are shocking, right? I mean, they're just shock. I mean, like, at least Americans gangsters look good. I mean, I don't know, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton. They look like they're, what do you have? What's her name? The Labour Party one who always makes a mistake, like, got this pudding haircut. What's the bloody name? Just she's like it always puts her foot in her mouth, like always, and she looks like a troglodyte, right? It's like, yeah, if I may say so. By the way, we are going to be talking about the J.K. Rowling thing tonight. Listen, I'm not going to say J.K. Rowling is not anti-Semitic because listen, kind of expect. I'm never shocked, right? I'm never like, oh no, it can't be. Right? But like, what do you want me to tell you? It's like really? I mean, okay, Mel Gibson, but yeah, I like your work, and you keep making it. You know, there was talk that he was going to like redeem himself with the Jews by making a war movie about Hanukkah. I'm like, yes, yes, a Mel Gibson Hanukkah. That's gonna be crazy. That's going to be awesome. He's one of the greatest living directors. He might be anti-Semitic. And listen, I'm saying this as a Jewish person. If you make movies, I'll look the other way, mate. Okay? Make good movies, I'll look the other way. They all look the other way about all kinds of shit. Like to make good movies. Like okay. Like, your politics isn't mine. Right? And I honestly, I'm always fascinated to know where it really comes from. Right? I mean, like, and we do have like the Kabbalistic things talk about where it comes from inside the soul, right? But like where it comes from logically. But I mean, like really, I can't think of a less assuming group of people. I don't know. I'll use my slide rule. It's like, I love the way Family Guy like depicts. Do you remember when Stewie had to go to the Jewish school? It was crazy. Fine. Let me get to the chat. Fine. Let me open up some thumbnails so we can have some eye candy and see what's coming up. I am so ahead of the game, mate. I am so ahead of the game. I got so many things recorded and uploaded. I got 2 more things to upload to Rumble. But pretty much, I am good to go, baby. Good to go. Oh, that's not... that one we've already done. And that one we've already done. Okay, fine. And that one we've already done, I think. Let's start with this. By the way, Boba Fett episode 2 was pretty good. I referred episode 2 to episode 1, right? Episode 2 was much more its own thing. It was dances with banthas. Yeah, that's what they're calling it, right? It was like Boba Fett living with the Sand People. Listen, when it's being its own thing, it's interesting. And there was a Western. Now I get it. I liked it. That when you do the present day stuff, it doesn't work. He's not very, I don't know, cool. I tell you, he's not very cool. What's that? One second. That's the that's the one. Do it. We go over there. Here we go. Fine. That's tonight's show. Oh, the spins. Man, that took forever to make him look like he's spinning. So you see, Jody, that's why the worst way things ever is actually a good thing. Icky hoop. I'm glad you told me because I didn't want to look stupid. No, that's not going to happen, is it, darling? No, that's not going to happen. Yeah, oh, God. Oh, okay. We're going to read in Doctor Who magazine tonight how they spin the ratings. But, okay, just keep in mind. Sure. If you ignore the 50 to 70% of the audience you have alienated, you're not doing bad. I'm not saying you personally, Doctor Who. I'm saying television, right? The entertainment industry. If we ignore the 50 to 70% of people you have alienated, you're not doing bad. Yeah, relatively speaking, the same number of people like Doctor Who that liked it 5 years ago. That's true. However, you're ignoring the 70% of people who won't touch your radioactive bullshit anymore. Right, there's that, maybe, I don't know, to be strictly speaking honest, you shouldn't really do that, right? Maybe, I don't know, but we'll read it together. You decide. Yeah, they're like, we've hit bottom. We're not going to do any worse than we're doing. We're putting Jodie on. This issue is a piece of shit. Oh my God. This is a piece of shit oh my God. My review's not like that, but it is a piece of shit. Oh, shocking. It's really bad. Okay, it's really, really, really bad. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's like, I don't know who they're aiming at. It's like there's a couple of interesting things in it, but there's no backbone to the issue. Jodie is a backbone, I guess, but like, it's all so sporadic. Season 13, just finished listening to the episode. Really good one. Really, 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 really good one. Great character piece between Capaldi's Doctor and Romana. Perfect. Nails the characters. Pitch perfect. Just listened to that today. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. But best Doctor Who being made right now, hands down. Not even close, right? I mean, I have to listen to more Big Finish stuff, but like not even close. The readers confused schizophrenic love and hate of Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who. Yes, this is the greatest, most beautiful thing ever. But also, we now hate this show. Yeah, listen, they love representation, but you know what they hate more than anything else? Failure. Not a fan of failure. Baben, piece of shit. Oh, shocking. Garbage. Do not buy. Do not come close to it. Okay. If you're thinking of checking out Blake 7, this is not the time. Okay. No. Do not. Man, could you imagine this without the franchise behind it? God, bloody hell. What a piece of garbage that would be. Did Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who fail because of bigotry? I do like the way, you see, this is what we just got to get this in the consciousness over and over again. Fail. And it was not hard to hammer in because they are I've had article after article I've been reading all week of fail. Yes, you failed. There's only one reason I waited in the toilet, Jodie. I should have done the dialogue. There's only one reason I waited in the toilet, Jodie. That's right. It's because of bigotry. It's all your fault, Ecky Thump. Yes, that is the way. That is the way they take responsibility. Let's leave it on the obscenity that is Doctor Who magazine. Like, what are they thinking? Oh, this issue's a piece of shit. Oh, they got this like 2 or 4 page article with Segun Akinola, right? Somebody who has not gone down well, right? to say the least. And I want to say, listen, Segun, mate, I think you're a lovely bloke. Don't get me wrong. But if your name was Trevor and you're white and from Clapham, you wouldn't have got this job if your work was identical. And I think that's an insult to you. And I'm not the one giving you the insult, right? I think it's obscene that happened. Having said that, I also think Chris Chibnall was intimidated by you because you're black and wouldn't give you direction, right? Which is why we got this kind of poor Doctor Who. It's just not very good, mate. It's not very good, right? Listen to more Murray Gold, okay? He nailed it. It's operatic. It's big. It's emotional, right? This is aloof and dystopian, right? It's not good. It's not good, mate. Fine. Let's get to the chat. Let's get to the chat. Raymond Williams here. Apparently the reason the rating was low was the pandemic. No, fuck up, what? No, they're not. They're saying that people wanted to be sociable with friends and family rather than watch TV. Good excuse as ratings were down across the board. The ratings are down across the board because they make shit across the board, okay? That's why, again, if you ignore the 50 to 70% of the audience that you have alienated, you're not doing bad, right? Let's not ignore them. You're doing bad. However, let's use Cam only last a week until. Yeah. Good luck with those. Mr. PC Gamer Forever says, I can't wait to see Jodie regenerate. I'd rather see it just end. Go. Leave me alone. It would be better to start to regenerate than it would be better for her to start to regenerate than the first Doctor, Dave Bradley, discovers he's in the celestial toy room. The toy maker Smoke says, "You are my favorite toy I will abuse." That's excellent. I love that. Oh, wonderful. Oh man, that'd be so cool. See, again, if I was Russell Lee Davies, right? Here's what I'll be doing. I'll be doing Doctor Who, obviously, and I'll be like making classic Doctor Who, right? Exciting, going something, whatever he's doing. But I'll be doing an animated show. I'll be doing like Doctor Who adventures, and I'll have any of the old Doctors, right? And they get Big Finish to do the voices. That'll be huge. That would like aim it for like an adult audience, like a Netflix show. Yeah, I mean, I just think they should be doing stuff that are like for different audiences like that. And honestly, I think that they'll go down well. But I would love to see more Dave Bradley Doctor Who. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you love to see a Dave Bradley hour special? Yes, exactly. I would also love to see Dave Bradley and the whole his old TARDIS crew do like remake Marco Polo. Right, I would love to see that, and you could crowdfund that. Of course you could, easy, man. I mean, like, how much would it? Like, listen, basically, okay. Here's how you crowdfund it. The only way to get a copy of it is to join, is to fund it. Right, you get $20, whatever you get download. And then you gift it to the BBC that they can then put on TV, or they can put on DVDs, or whatever they want to do with it, right? They can put it out. But the only way you can get it before the BBC puts out is by backing it. I bet they could make a few million in a crowdfunding campaign, which is what you'd need. And then you shoot it exactly like you shot it, like the Mission to the Unknown thing they did, which looked awesome, right? I love that. More of that. I'd love to see them do Dalek Master Plan. Oh, could you imagine? Oh, it'd be so good. Yeah, Dave Bradley doing a Dalek Master Plan. And I liked his Doctor. Quite frankly, I liked Twice Upon a Time, other than turning into Jodie. Right? I liked Twice Upon a Time. That was Gareth Morgan. You will be you for eternity with false lives. I do love that. Oh. Man, I want to do that as a graphic novel now. Oh, it'll be so good. And then you can do a Doctor. Okay. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, I got to work out a way of making this happen, right? I get a bunch of different artists, right? And we do different like non-Doctor Who's, right? Doctor Who's, like you do Edward Woodward recreating in a movie version of the demons, right? That sort of thing. It's like Peter Cushing was the first Doctor. That sort of thing. Or you do Doctors that never were, right? The Nth Doctors, whatever. But this is it. It starts off Jodie, and he then wakes up, turns into the first Doctor, just like you said. And the toy makers, you'll be here for false lives forever. And he starts running, right? And he gets through one thing. He turns into one Doctor, and you have like a 10, 12-page story with that Doctor, right? And then he breaks out, and he's into another Doctor, and like that'll be an awesome graphic novel. Oh, the Nth Doctor. That would be an awesome graphic novel. Man, that would really work. Oh, should talk to Autumn Mirabellas about that. Darren Evans here. Greetings and felicitations. How are you, sir? Gareth Morgan, how are you? Let me get to the chat now. Like waffled for half an hour. Robert Payne is here. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is here. Did I miss anyone? No, I didn't just miss anyone. DC is here. How are you? I'm finally on time. Dude, I'm always late. I'm 7:01. That's really disappointing. I thought I was further on. Sigma later. How you doing, sir? Matt Pot, how are you doing, sir? How are you? The soda engines is here. How are you doing? Been binge watching all my Evil of the. Oh, awesome! I love that Evil of the. That is the best animation. That really is. It's better than the Cosgrove Hall invasion, which was the best until that. That one really knocked it out the park. The other ones have been serviceable. That one, awesome, great story. Fantastic story. I've rewrote Ryan Cutter. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you must be in the middle of a conversation. Okay, fine. Nothing to do with me. Okay, Diggly Strawbridge is here. How you doing? Disaster era. How? I was disappointed to hear my son is not coming home for Sabbath. He's away this week. So bummer. Man, there's a whole conversation going with Digby Strawbridge. I'm intrigued to know what it is, but I can't stop and read it. The problem being is here. How you doing, sir? Oh, that reminds me. Did I have it uploaded? Let me have a look. 1 second. I think I've got the Crown of the Empire. Yes, I do. Oh, we're watching that tonight. Crown of the Empire. We have it uploaded onto StreamYard, so it's definitely gonna go. Also, I got it hardwired into my router now, which really makes a big difference. Lonnie is here on Comics. How you doing, sir? There we go, whizzing through the chat. Although not very fast. I'm only 10 minutes in. Samuel Falzon, how are you, sir? What should the 14th Doctor personality be? Not Jodie. Listen, I want to be surprised. I want something dangerous. Honestly, I don't think Christopher Eccleston worked that well, other than he's a fantastic actor. It was good for Doctor Who that it moved on to David Tennant, who was a much more personal Doctor. Right? That's what supercharged it. Firstly, Eccleston came back and he went, "Oh, it's not shit." Whoa, look at that. And more than that, it was so British, right? And that was a smart thing of Russell T Davies. It was so British. That was one of his main selling, but the Americans loved it and the British loved it. Like, there's a reason you saw they had London Eye, and it was all set in London, and they had all the landmarks because it was set in London, red London buses. It was so important for it. Really smart, right? And that's one of the things that made it huge. Like, I think David Tennant turning up being good, and then Matt Smith being a bit dishy did it a lot of good in the US. Got called out for elderly search, a missing woman overnight. Oh, you were called. I thought you were elderly. They were searching. Okay, well, I'm glad. Well, I hope you find it. She was found before I could get to see. Well, good for you. Listen, you got all the you got the mitzvah, as they say, right? You got the mitzvah without doing. PD Rich is here. How you doing, sir? Whizzing through the chat. Who else we got? I think all I have to say. Bob Baker should have been the main feature in Doctor Mag. Yes, should have been the backbone of the episode, of the issue. Yes, absolutely. Something that we can all unify around. That we all love K9, we all love Bob Baker, right? And like, don't get me wrong. The idea of looking at digital effects is great, right? I think it's encouraging for kids. I say in my review. One of the reasons I'm so enjoying the season 70 box set, I'm going through it right now, is the behind the sofa. Firstly, Nicola Bryant. Oh my God, she's smoking. Oh my God, she's so hot. She's wearing these like milfy sweats and that are very, very clingy, and she looks awfully good. I have to tell you, I'm like, oh my God, hot and milfy. There you go. And she's with Katie Manning, so you know that's a weird. That's a weird comment. Okay, very good. But anyway, I digress. But yeah. I just don't think they understand fans of Doctor Who, right? They understand Jodie fans, but they don't understand what normal fans want, Right? They're like, the features are so boring, they do. Oh, but anyway, I was saying, one of the things I like about the season 17 is they have Matt Irving on behind the sofa as well, right? Before I was distracted by Nicola Bryant, who looks awesome. Yeah, I got stuck thinking about Nicola Bryant. I'm not even joking. That actually happened. They had Matt Irving on the, behind the sofa. Now, I loved it when it was on Blue Peter when I was a kid. He showed you how to make a spaceship out of a flower pot, right? Took a flower pot, took the bits that all the bits snapped off from in a model kit, and he glued it together. Then he sprayed it grey, and it looked like a spaceship, and it worked. It was awesome. I loved it. But I can see them doing the same thing with digital effects, right? So I love the idea of like getting kids involved, doing stuff like that. That being said, they have no idea what their audience is. They really genuinely have no idea what their audience is. If Hans Zimmer can get onto a Diane Simpsons, I don't know what that means, he can compress the incidental music like 2019, then Murray Gold can come back to Doctor. Okay, I think Murray Gold is going to come back. I should be bringing all the boys back, right? That's it. Just the assumption right now. Just when he started Doctor Who, like in 2003, started working it. The assumption of some people at the BBC is he's just going to bring back Tom Baker, right? It's like, what? Really? I hadn't even thought of that. Recent regeneration. Robert Payne says recent regenerations have been conscious. It will be nice for a total unconscious regen starting in a cruciform with beams of energy. I just wanted to go. Just kiss your ass and go. Okay, yes, you've done. Tzvi Lebetkin, if you want to make it, feel free to. I do want to make it. I'm tempted by it. I think that's. Listen. Here's the deal. If I can get enough people to sign up to my Substack, that'll be the number one project, right? So to make that happen, right? Oh, you need to. Let's see. Let's say we need a good. I think we need like 16 pages a month to make it something meaty, to make it real. 16 pages. So I can probably get black and white or color. 1,688, 2,000. Okay, say about $2,000, right? $2,000, which is how many subscribers? A lot. It is 10 subscribers is 50. So 100 is 500. Okay, working this out. 400 subscribers. If I get 400 subscribers, that's a lot. It'd be great if I could do that. If I got 400 paying subscribers, that sounds like we could totally do. Right? It's look, the more money I make from it, the more money I make from it. Magic Mousetrap is an awesome toy maker 7 Doctor Story. Yes, indeed. It's absolutely great. At Tzvi Lebetkin. Trailer. Yes, well, we're getting. As soon as I finish that, I'll get to it. I watched Evil on Xmas Day. Good choice. Jay seems to be convinced the next Doctor will be female. I'm not sure how they will come to this conclusion. It's hysteria. Firstly, it might be, but I think it's hysteria. It's mass form projection. What's that guy was saying? Mass psych projection. Some group psychosis, but it could be, but I don't think it's going to be. I think Russell Davies is going to have to let them down easy because they're going to have nightmares. It's going to be somebody they got intersectional. He's going to be come out all excited about it. I think he can sell everything. Must upload too. Pleased to see you. I'm pleased to see you too, sir. Thank you for joining us. Colin Archer, how are you doing, sir? Oh, by the way, I am now on what's it called again? The new thing. Getter. Where am I on Getter? I'll put it in the chat. Getter. I figure it seems to be exactly the same as Twitter, right? It's identical. I'll put it on the chat. 1 second. Getter on Rumble. Listen, it'd be wonderful if we could just get free social media again, right? Yeah, social media that wasn't trying to make you insane. Cam is here. How you doing, Cam? Okay, we're We're nearly there. I was going to do must upload 2, 5. We go. Okay. Tom Baker can make effects in Creature from the Pit a great story. Listen, not really. I mean, that's been a tough one to go through. Creature from I didn't realize it looked like a giant penis. It's like it just doesn't. It's like I don't know what they're thinking. Not good. I knew there was somebody else I wanted to sub to on Getter. There you go. Yeah, I don't know anybody there. Fine, you sub to me, sub to. Don't let me know if you found anybody there. Waiting to be banned from Twitter first. I do hear it. Fine. So with that said, let's do finally the world premiere of the Crown of the Empire trailer, which will be featured on the paid Substack. Right, so you get this on the paid Substack. First time in publication.
Attention! Master Sergeant Harry Crown, sir. I'll be your liaison and local advisor to help you settle in.
Captain Reginald Carruthers. Very good, Master Sergeant. At ease.
Thank you very much, sir. Right, you horrible lot. Get the captain strung and fall in behind us.
Sir, Corley's collect the truck.
Jerry Hill, breakfast now. Jerry Hill, breakfast now. Peruda, finest quality, no one better than this.
I say, what is this place?
Finsarter Street Market, sir. Part of the old town before the first colonisers arrived.
Yes, by word, bringing civilization to these poor savages.
Well, civilization hasn't taken much of a hold here, as yet, sir. Still many of them clinging to their old godless ways.
I say, are those women of the night on full display in broad daylight? Is that not an affront to decency?
Best we could do to keep them as dressed as that, sir.
I say.
Best keep your distance, sir. All kinds of strange diseases and ideas can get under your skin, especially to the unwary. First time abroad, is it, sir?
Yes. It's quite the shock to the system, I can tell you.
Right as rain, sir. Just keep your distance from the natives. You wouldn't be the first junior officer to be led astray to who knows what.
Quite right.
Finally, I was trying to work out how to take that off. I do hope you saw that all the way through. I was trying to work out the controls as you're doing. Man, problem being, it's so good. It's so good. It's absolutely fantastic. What Why have I heard us not spinning? Oh, will you stop? Will you stop? Don't. Yes, there are lots of lizard girls in it. There's a great, I think it's going to be issue 2. Space 99 Inspired. Same. I've always wanted there to be a steampunk thing that I like. There's never been quite a. I've imagined this as a really cool sci-fi movie from the 60s that never happened. Right? So if you imagine that, okay, it's basically a Michael Caine, whatever, in Zulu with aliens instead, right? So that was the inspiration. And the reason the inspiration came from, I was thinking, I just got into the Phantom Menace, right? Of Gary from Nerdrotic. So I thought, oh, you know what? I wonder what he would look like as a character. I did, because I thought he had that good, like, Donald Sutherland kind of look with the beard. I thought it was a cool thing. So I thought, but he's a big Anglophile. So I thought, I'll bet he'll put him in the steampunk British officer thing. That's easy for me to draw as well. I got lots of reference for that. Then bam, did that, and I'm like, blimey, that works. So I then wrote the story around it. Okay, so I wanted there to be lots of scantily clad young ladies in it. I wanted about that very Hammer feel, right? Yeah, I wanted it to feel like a 960s Hammer sci-fi movie. Gary, exactly what you're saying is Gary. Is that Dr. Alex as officer? Yeah, Dr. Alex did all the voices. Like, this was a team a project. Everybody came together very, very well. So what I want to do, I think I can make a lot of little trailers, 2 or 3 little trailers from this, as well as having this big one. But it's freaking awesome. It's awesome beyond awesome. It's crazily awesome. So thank you very much, Problem Big. Fine. Let me get to the show notes. See what we're looking at first tonight. We'll get to. We will do. What's the name? Doctor Who magazine. Fine. We do Pocket Mags. That's what it is. Pocket Mags. I was thinking of something. Indestructible Captain Scarlet. Please don't remake it. No, remake a live action version of it. Not till this is over. No more. I love seeing it. Wouldn't that also be a live action Captain Scarlet movie? Who would you cast in it? It'd be Henry Cavill's the obvious choice, but he's Captain Black, I think. I'm thinking, what's his name? Batman, the last, Christian Bale. Christian Bale is Captain Scarlet. Indestructible Captain Scarlet. Like, again, what is this acting choice? Like, is this a graphic? Is this a real person? Or is this like you? It's like, okay, Jodie, I want you to act. Oh, okay, I'll do my acting. Is this good acting? Yeah, it's great. It's great. Okay, Jodie, can you do sad? Okay, good, Jodie. Good, you're not happy. Oh, lovely, Jodie. Good. Here, have a cookie. Have a cookie, Jodie. Ah, good, Jodie. We gotta do that more. Oh, good, Jodie. I should have called my dog Jodie. Oh, that would have been so funny. Oh, is there no comic strip in this month? Wait a minute. I just realized. Did they get rid of the comic strip this month? Holy crap. It's gone again. Look at that. No comic strip this month. They were quiet about that, weren't they? Oh, sorry, Russ, mate. Wait. Let's see if they got another one coming this week. Next month. Firstly, Bat Stevens, I can't wait for your interview, mate. We are so gonna have a look at it. Oh yes, we are. Biggest twat in the industry. Yes, you are. No comic strip. No comic strip. Comic strip done. Jodie killed the comic strip again. Oh, there we go. How do I go? There you go. Also killed the ratings. So, like, this whole issue, right, should have been about Bob Baker. There's what, 4 pages? Oh, by the way, let's look this up. This looks awesome. Tiny, here, 1 second. Should be able to just click this. Oh, maybe you do. I just clicked it. Oh, it's working. It's working. How much do they want for this? No, I don't want the City of Depth off t-shirt. Will you stop? No. Stop. No, I want the cool. Is this one? Maybe it was this one. Let's try that. Yeah, that's the one. Jeez, how much is that? Oh, £150. Sorting out. I deny this reality. Yeah, nothing. 34 centimeters. Yeah, it's not so high. Fine. So that's the thing. Yeah, Bob Baker should have been the center of this issue, right? Absolutely. Instead, Jody. Look at this. Somebody who played, does anybody give a shit? Playing Cassandra in 1965 Mythmakers might not have been the happiest experience of Frances White's career. What the? Who gives a shit? I don't know. Who gives a shit? There's a boring feature about old games and early special effect, digital effects. But public image, there we go. Here we go. Go on, yes, you're so stunning and brave. How are you going to do it? Again, here. Look at this chart, which it cleverly makes you feel that ignore the 50 to 70% of the audience they've alienated, right? 50 to 70% of the audience they've alienated is ignored completely by this average chart placing. Blimey. Sucking Chibnall's cock there, darling. Last issue, we reported how the Halloween the opening of the Flux was watched by 5.81 million. Oh, don't you miss viewers like that, darling? I bet you do. Within a week of transmission, the Wars of Times was watched by 5.13. It's going down. But what about the remaining 4 chapters? They continued that trend, actually, amazingly. In recent years, the first couple of episodes have ended up as the highest rated in the entire run. Yes, because people see it and they go, oh, this is shit, and they run away. It's not fucking confusing, right? It's not confusing. Final season, Jodie Whittaker's previous 2 seasons have followed this trend, right? But not quite in the same way, has it? Yeah, they've got in the same trend, but they haven't had quite the same numbers, have they? No. This sounds a bit spinny-winny. Yes, the trend. Yes, but the numbers are very different than the trend, aren't they? Yes, so sort of trying to compare it, okay? No. And it was the first time with the remaining episodes of The Flux, all just falling short of 5 million viewers in the UK. All of them. Oh dear. Yeah, I love how you say it as it's like just falling shy of 5 million. Just below. Okay. Chapter 3, Once Upon a Time, had an official rating of 4.7 million, which was enough to see it in the chart or in that week's top 20 programs. At number 19, well, scraped it in there, didn't it? As usual, Autumn Week, Strictly Come Dancing was the week's highest thing at 10.9 on Saturday night and 9.80 million on Sunday's results. Okay, yeah. Do you see the difference between something that's popular and not? Right? The difference between something that's popular or not is people watch it, and if it's not popular, they don't. Right. Of course, Strictly is very much the outlier in the current TV landscape, and we should take. Yes, it's one of the few things that they don't. I assume they don't endlessly lecture you. Who knows? Maybe they do. Maybe they do it there too. I do not know. On the same day, Once Upon a Time's transmission, BBC's Top Gear returned for its 31st series at 5.6 million. I mean, it beat you significantly again, right? Even though it's shit now, right? I wonder what it'll be if you had Jeremy Clarkson in it, right? Oh, it'll be what, 9.2, wouldn't it? Yes. Oh, it'll probably be 16.2 now because there's nothing else like that in the TV landscape, right? Wouldn't it? Well, exactly. What if it was real Top Gear, not this like fake crap you put out that nobody really likes? Meanwhile, back over on ITV, the 6-part thriller Angela Black Climax. Oh, I like the word climax. At 5.24 million. I do actually mean that. 5.24 million. We're slightly up from the series' overall average of 5.2. The Larkin star Doctor Who's very own Bradley Walsh concluded its 6-part run with a solid 4.2. Yeah, I understand. Nobody watches TV anymore. I understand that. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Is it just magic? Oh, Netflix. Just Netflix. No. It's because all TV is shit, right? You finally condition us. There's nothing to watch. You don't want to put out anything. The things that are perennial, like Line of Duty, right? Yeah, you will still do that, right? I think Bodyguard was probably still woke enough to go another season. I don't know. It did have a white male lead, although he was in the worst Marvel movie of all time. So maybe that'll give him like forgiveness. I don't know, but you make something people want to see, they come and watch it, right? You make relentless shit, nobody's going to watch it. None of this stuff is extraordinary, right? When I say extraordinary, none of it's entertaining. It's something you watch in the background, something you watch, something to do, right? It's not something that you want to watch. It's just something so you don't have to think about life, okay? It's shit. It's not engaging because everything that's made on television is made for an alternate universe where everybody's a lesbian, right? Everybody's a lesbian and everybody's neighbor's trans, right? And okay, fine, whatever. Enough. Can you make stuff for this planet again, please? This reality. Okay. However, other shows have found the battle for some viewers more of the struggle. Readers of Doctor Who magazine be probably blissing on that Flux has aired opposite ITV's new game show, Sitting on a Fortune. That may be because Gary Lineker's fronted quiz has been unable to attract too. Will you off? Oh, Tom, mate, Tom. Can you take General's little cock out of your mouth for a minute? Please? Oh, Tom. What? What do you think is going to get you? This ain't going to go away. Oh. Moving on to the 4th chapter of The Flux. Village Angel had an official 7-day rating of 4.57. Viewers on the face of it, this marks an unfortunate milestone as the lowest rating for any Doctor Who episode since 2005. I know. Once again, you mean once again? No, wait. Just on the previous level, 5.69 for the time as children. Jodie beat Jodie, okay? Jodie, and they're all saying, "Oh, it's not your fault. It's the audience in general." Going, no, it's because you make shit. Make something good, people will watch it. Word will get out. You know why word will get out? Because nothing good is on. Okay, nothing on. What you know? Why everybody watched Cobra Kai? Because it was good, right? Well, they haven't seen season 3 yet. I'm behind. Angels episode number 18. Offering barometer. What about the AI? I know you're not talking about the AI much, really, because it seems like it used to be so high. Never under 80. Never ever under 80. How's it doing now? How's the AI doing? It's not doing so good, is it? It's not doing so good, is it, Tommy? I think you're being. Oh look! You don't have the AI lifted here. That's weird. Well, that's weird. I wonder why. That's just a metric they completely forgot. What's this, Geordie? I made a drawing of a TARDIS. Whoop, 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 whoop. Very good, Jodie. Very good. Yeah, I don't want to appear like I'm stupid. Or might be a bit late for that, darling. Might be a bit late. Don't know what to tell you. So someone take for 5, yeah, because the Angel one sort of looked like an episode of Doctor Who for once, which was also by 4.83 million. However, this time Doctor Who just edged out of the top 20, albeit down to number 21. I mean, you're out of the top 20. Shut up. as multiple episodes. I'm slowly get me out of it. Invaded. Please. It's just you do shit. Okay. So how does the March 14th season finale do? Right. They should get normally that used to until Jodie get a big boost. Right. It got a big boost. I'm sure it got a big boost again. So yeah, the last one was 4.83. So I'm sure the Vanquishers must have got a boost, right? Season finale Vanquishers slipped back a small amount. With a 7-day figure. No, well, you're not mentioning the overnight, are you? Well, that's weird. 4.61 million. How did it do in the AI? Did it get 85 again like it used to, or like 87, 89? They used to get really high ones. Did it do that? No, it didn't, did it? Did it get 7? Did it get under 80? I think it did. The overall one for Flux with the average rating of 4.95 million. Oh, it's marginally down from the equivalent 5.4 for Jodie. No, a lot down. Marginally down. Shut up. Okay, I tell you what. Take the same percentage off your paycheck and give it to me. Okay? Is it still marginal? No. Oh, it's a bit too much for you, is it? Okay, so it's not marginal then, is it? Adjustments have been much more encouraging. Last time we saw some episodes charting outside the top 30, whereas no episode of Flux fell anywhere near as low. Season 12 average was 25. Jesus. Because it went on longer. Oh, God, I can't read more of this. Coordination 3 average, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because everything is shit. Oh, Index Saturday Night Takeaway apparently isn't, okay? Plus, of course, the big caveat is all of the above, every single rated, quoted on the page of the 7-figure. Bob also about 28-day ratings in order to account for viewers who watch after the initial 7-day figure. Given the Flux's unusual in the 21st century Doctor Who in taking a form of continuous serial, it'll be interesting to see how much people don't care. Interesting to see. No, my guess is it won't be interesting enough to you if you ever to revisit it. Right, interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how it does. Just down the corner. I mean, look, you've got a 3.21 for your New Year's Day special. At 3.21, that's bad for your New Year's Day. That show, and why? Because of Doctor Who Flux. Oh, look, let's make something just like every other sci-fi show that nobody gives a shit about. Yeah, that's good. Good plan. Oh, I'm so studied. I'm so brave. Oh, I don't know what to do. I just love it so much. I want to take a poo. Which is weird acting choices. So this, I don't know if I find this interesting or not. I mean, this is like history of digital effects. More I think about it, more I'm finding it vaguely interesting. Okay, vaguely interesting. Not that much, really. What else is it? There's so much crap in this one. Vaguely interesting is about all I can say about this issue. Vaguely interesting. Like, here's what I think. I think when they came up with this cover, they said, you know what? By the time we reach this month, Jodie's gonna she'll have a moment to shine. Where but that moment she becomes a weeping angel, and everybody goes, "Oh, Jodie, our doctor, Jodie, our doctor. Oh, they're all gonna love the Flux. Oh, they're gonna no, it didn't happen, did it? Everybody hated it. It was universally panned. Don't know what to tell you. Fine. Let's go and look at bounding into comics. We're going to look at the J.K. Rowling and Jon Stewart article. We'll look at both articles. Fine. Okay. DC Comics writer Vihayala, who has no talent and ability to write comics whatsoever, exposed her bigotry, says, No cis dudes should apply for the associate editor position at Marvel. Why would you want it? Hillbilly elderly writer J.D. Vance calls January 6th select committee. Okay, I'm not getting involved. Not touching that one. Okay, fine. So he looks so Jewy, bringing it back right here. No, let's read the first article. So this is what's happening with my prejudicial view going in, right? I believe it was meritorious to speak badly of J.K. Rowling within his social circle, right? I believe it was meritorious to speak badly of her, right? And he wanted to appear meritorious, right? I think it's important for him. So that's why I think where I think this nonsense came from. Comedian Jon Stewart is J.K. Rowling of anti-Semitism in the Harry Potter franchises. Now, okay, this is okay. I'm not saying she's not anti-Semitic, and if she turned out to be, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I'm never really sure. Okay, I still don't care. Here's what happened. Look, Harry Potter is a pastiche on all British culture. Fictional culture. It's a pastiche on British fictional culture. And part of that British fictional culture is a anti-Semitic trope of, like, you know, the evil banker, right? The Jewish evil banker, which was then made into the goblins at Gringotts. It's fine. Hey, fucking Christ. Oh, like, really? Really? This is what you're going to make a piss over? I mean, how about this, John? How about this, John, saying, oh, fuck me, was I wrong about Biden? Everything I said was wrong, right? How about that? Worry about that. No? Is Trump still the worstest ever? Is he? Doesn't look like it, does he? No. Looks like you're a schmuck now, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm a schmuck. I know you are. And you know what that means? You're Jewy. I know you are. Me too. Okay, I'm saying, me too. I can say that because we're both Jewish. Nobody ban me. Whatever. Comedian Jon Stewart has made the bold accusation against... By the way, this has not been a good time for Jewish comedians. There was Sarah Silverman saying she loved Jesus. I'm like, shut up, Sarah! Shut up! Shut up! No! Don't say that! Oh! Read the room, darling. Oh, this is not a club where people came to see you. Shush. Shush, shush, shush. So the bold accusation that J.K. Rowling has recently claimed that the renowned British author has blatantly promoted anti-Semitism in Harry Potter, particularly in the Warner Brothers film adaptation of her books. The problem with Jon Stewart. No, the problem is Jon Stewart. In a fairly recent episode of a Apology Name podcast, the comedian explained that he believes that Rowling is an anti-Semite based on his belief that the goblins running Gringotts are based on Jewish people. They kind of are. Roundabout. I mean, okay, 1 second. Here. Wait, let me show you something. YouTube. Hopefully it's still on this. TV Fun House Adventures of Saddam and Osama. But let's say if it doesn't come with that, then we'll come with that. Here we go. Fine. So this is very funny, but this is not what we're watching right now. Here. When it starts, I'll show you. We're watching the commercial break in between this. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, here we go.
صدام وأسامة هترجعوا بعد هذه الرسالة بعد كده على أبو ظبي للأطفال باتمان مش حيوانة.
Okay, next Batman faces not one but three treacherous villains as he battles the treacherous villain, the Jew, right? Yeah, they're all Jewish. Look at that. Treacherous villain, the Jew. Okay. He also battle with the other Jew. Yeah. And they join forces with the little old Jew. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look, mate. There's a lot of it about. What do you want me to tell you? But I don't think it means that anymore, right? I don't think anybody even thinks about it anymore, right? It's just, I mean, having said that, but still, okay, just don't. Who gives a shit? Okay, who gives a shit? Okay, yes, that looks a little bit. But yeah, I think you can tell when there's hate behind it and when there's not. This doesn't feel hateful. Whereas, like, the Third Reich propaganda genuinely did, right? Genuinely did. This doesn't feel like they hate these people at all. Here's how you know Jews are still where they are, asserted Stewart. What do you mean where they are? Talking to people, okay. The only anti-Semitism comes from all your idiot friends in Hollywood, moron. Talking to people, what I said is, have you seen that Harry Potter movie? And people were like, I love Harry Potter movies. And I'm like, have you seen the scene in Gringotts Bank? All those little folks that run the bank? Jews. The comedian then referenced the anti-Semitic text protocols. Yeah, I understand. That's what it's based on. Right, but move on, mate. Move on. Okay, it's not that anymore. I mean, I don't think... Listen, most of you in the chat aren't Jewish. You tell me. I mean, I don't think so. Stuart said, let me show you this. It's for the protocols of the I just want to show you the caricature. And like, oh, look at that. That character. It's like, no, that character of a Jew from an anti-Semitic piece of literature. Again, J.K. Rowling was like, can we get these guys to run the bank? And you're like, yeah. It's a Wizarding World. It was fun as well. The train station has a half thing that no one can see it. And they can ride dragons, and you got a pet owl. But who should run the bank? Jews. Well, again, it was like the intersection of reality and like you had the Ministry of Magic, and that made it fun. Oh God, these people drain the fun out of it. Did you watch the recent South Park special where they went to the future and you saw what comedy was like? Said Jimmy was like, "Hey, how about that Mexican food?" He said, "It is delicious and very good for you." I mean, that's exactly what it's like. And there's no comedy. Like Patton Oswalt, no comedy. All cowards. Here's the thing: to be a comedian, you need to be brave. Right? You need to say the thing that will challenge. If you're not brave, you can't be a comic. And these people who bend their knees to mobs are not brave, right? They're not. Whereas, I mean, honestly, J.K. Rowling would have agreed with all of them up until the trans thing. And it's amazing. It's just the trans thing. She won't agree on anything else, right? And just no, it's just the trans thing. Telling you, mate. I think the moment of truth is coming. More and more I think about it. You watch that movie, Don't Look Up. I think that might be a future prediction. I think it's like that might be one of the things that people go, like, when they have things in The Simpsons that happen in real life later, right? I think it might be one of those. Don't watch that movie, Don't Look Up. I think that might be a future prediction for like the summer, right? I could be. That sort of thing will certainly make people wake up, right? I think the moment of truth is coming, right? The video then implied that Rowling's anti-Semitism ran so deep that even if she attempted to make the goblins running Gringotts back not look like racist characters, these episodes only made things look worse. Mocking framing her writing process. Yeah, they look like Jews, but they. But what if their teeth were sharper? Oh. God. Stewart then recalled the first time he watched the original Harry Potter film in theaters. He expected the audience to notice what's supposed to be racist stereotypes, only to quickly realize that nobody else has seemed to have that have viewed them that way. Yes, maybe you're wrong then, schmucko. Maybe, I don't know. Nobody agrees with me. They must all be wrong. In his defense, I think the same way. Nobody agrees with me. I think you're all wrong. I think I'm right. So I can't fault him for that. Fine. That was one of the things you expect, but it reminded me of those horror movies where everyone been taken over by a thing, but you haven't. Okay, recall Stewart. Yeah, it was like one of those things where that's my life, mate. That's my bloody life. Yeah, absolutely. But it was what I was expecting the crowd to be like. Holy shit! She did not in the Wizarding World just throw Jews in there to run the effing underground bank. Okay. I don't think anybody else saw it that way, man. I just don't think anybody else saw it that way. And everybody else was like, Wizards, the ex-comedian explained that even Dobby was like, that's effed up. Those are Jews. Dobby's like, Dobby doesn't have anything against Jews, but Dobby just doesn't understand. For cheap last year, Jews proposed the next book should be Harry Potter and the Reichstag Fire. Okay, fine, blah, 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 blah. Fine. So let's hear the backtrack now, which is much funnier. See, I'm glad we invested the time into him digging the ditch. Right now, let's hear the backtrack. Fine. Newsweek or eat my ass. Well, let's see what it's got to say. I'm kind of intrigued now.
We are back. We are doing the podcast again. We had a lovely break. Lovely is probably overstating it. It was quarantine and a terrible.
Wait, is this the original podcast? I don't want to see the whole bloody thing. If you remember, we were talking about Bar Mitzvah, then Jay was saying, like, what chapter of Harry Potter is that? And we went off on Harry Potter to record the comedian. Okay, fine. That was a month ago? Okay, fine. We'll just play it.
Pandemic wreaking havoc. But before we get going...
There's no... Oh, shut up! God! Only in New York, mate. In Florida, you're fine. I wonder why that is.
I have to address this. This is bonkers, guys. So if you remember, like a month ago, I recorded one of the podcasts with Henrik and Jay, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And we were bullshitting about all kinds of stuff. And we started...
I've seen the clip. It didn't seem like it was out of context. It didn't seem like it was out of context at all. Mass formation psychosis. Yeah, that's the you got to remember. Mass formation. That explains why it was crazy. Mass formation psychosis. It didn't seem like it was out of context at all.
About bar mitzvahs, and then Jay said something like he did a funny riff on it, like what chapter of Harry Potter was that? And we went off on a Harry Potter thing, right? Mm-hmm. There is no reasonable person that could have watched it and not seen it as a light-hearted conversation amongst colleagues and chums, having a lot.
Okay. You know what? I don't know. Shall we watch the original? Let's have a look at the original then. I would like to believe him, right? I would like to believe him. And it was just a huge mistake. Is there a clip of it anywhere? Here. Okay. The 3-minute, 47-second clip. Let's see what. Let's watch it on YouTube so it's bigger. Oh, make it bigger, matron. She cried. Jigger. The problem with goblins, okay. Just thinking about it. I can't retrieve what he's got to say about the message from the president. Like, really? Like, if he's still sucking Biden's cock, shut up. That's got to be called something. Okay, is this going to start playing or not? I mean, like, I like the circle, don't get me wrong. Circle's working great for me. But, like, hello? Look, let's refresh the page. I bet it's about to start when I hit the refresh. Come on, you can do it. Right, let me just dump it in here. If I start hearing them. Oh, you're freaking killing me. Fine, let's make it lower. Let's make it 480. Shall we try and download it? Okay, fine. We're going to try and download it. YouTube downloader online. Okay, yts.com. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is not playing. Let's see if it'll download. Convert. Yes. Get link. Download. Okay. Hopefully it'll not send me to a porn site. Did it download? It's thinking about it. It's certainly thinking about it. It's ginger.
I found 2 Jewish people in Mississippi, and I befriended them.
Finally.
I think it's a wise choice. What was a bar mitzvah in Mississippi? Just out of curiosity.
It was fun. A lot of fried food.
See, back in the
that sounds pretty good. Okay, so far you got me on board. So far you got me on board.
Before bar mitzvahs became a thing, you just did them in the back of the synagogue. Like you did your thing. You had to read from the Torah, and then everybody would have like pound cake, and you go in the back room. But now today, it's
Nicki Minaj goes to that. It's a prom.
It's not even a prom. It's more like a demonstration of Gatsby. It's basically like saying,
dude. I have to tell you. There's a comedy album from the 70s talking about how extravagant the bar mitzvahs are. Like, yeah, the next bar mitzvah safari. Let's get to Harry Potter.
The Gringotts, right?
Can I tell you something about
that? Is
Harry
a
Potter?
Wild chapter of Harry Potter is that in?
That's
one of. That's when they get to Gringotts, right?
Can I tell you something about
that? Is
Harry
a
Potter?
Wild thing.
Here's how you know, and this is the whole thing. You don't have to use this, but this is true. Here's how you know, like Jews are still where they are. Talking to people, what I say is, have you ever seen a Harry Potter movie? And people are all like, I love the Harry Potter movies. Like, you ever see the scenes in Gringotts Bank? And they're like, I love the scenes in Gringotts Bank. Like,
it does seem like he means it, doesn't he? It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't seem like a bit. Oh, mate, I don't know.
You know what those folks that run the bank are? And they're like, what? And they're like, Jews.
And then I remember, and then that person says, no, goblins. And then you go,
you're like,
you hear yourself?
Let me show you this from, it's the Protocols of the Elders of Zion. I just want to show you a caricature. And they're like, oh, look at that. That's from Harry Potter. And you're like, no, that's a caricature of a Jew from an anti-Semitic piece of literature.
Yeah. You know what? I'm willing to go with him. That's been blown out of context, because which is the more boring answer. But like, it is a more boring, less entertaining answer. But I'm prepared to go with that, because it seems to me from that clip that was just it was. He believes that. I think he believes that I think he was more commenting on people not realizing that it's an anti-Semitic trope, but that's a good thing, John. That we're so far removed from that people don't connect that to Jews, right? It's a good thing, right? But yeah, whatever. I think, yeah. I think I hear what he's saying. I think he was backtracking a bit. It seems to me it might be taken out of context to attack J.K. Rowling because people are crazy, right? Because people are absolutely crazy. So I don't want to do this Vito Ayala story because that really genuinely feels like punching, because I do think, she may be somewhere on the spectrum. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, what it seems to me. She wanted a bleak ending for the Eternals, really? Eternals director Chloe Zhao provides details on the bleak ending she initially planned, touts the film as a celebration of feminine strength. Okay, well, if you're celebrating feminine strength, then it failed, right? Absolutely failed. Nightmare Alley director Guillermo del Toro reveals why he abandoned Justice League Dark film was going to be like under that. We're going to look at in a second. Chuck Dixon says changing American icons like Superman and Captain America fit modern times is a crime. I tend to agree with you, Chuck. Okay, this is something I want to know more about, right? This was Guillermo del Toro was supposed to do a version of Justice League Dark, which I would have loved to have seen. It would have been freaking awesome, right? Absolutely awesome. I like all his movies apart from The Shape of Water, which is just, I think, pandering bollocks, right? Sorry, I just took a bite of apple. I was so hungry. Oh my god, that's so much better. Oh. But this, I'm intrigued here. What's Nightmare Alley direct? What's Nightmare Alley on? All right, let's look up Nightmare Alley Guillermo del Toro. Never even heard of that. Okay. This is breaking news. Is this out now? Really? I never heard of it. Is it on download anywhere? When did it come out? I haven't heard of it in Israel. Let's check let's watch the trailer. That's what I say. Let's watch the trailer. Oh, my daughter's here. I think she's going to want to... Wait. Hello, my darling.
What trailer are you guys watching?
Nightmare Alley, but here.
No, I want to see the 355.
What's the
335 something?
Okay, we're not doing either of those. Here, stop.
Here. We have to watch the trailer afterwards.
What is it?
It's a new movie that's coming out. 355 something.
What's it about?
I don't know. It says action. That's cool.
Well, who's in it?
I don't know.
What's it on? Is it on Netflix or something?
I don't know. I think it's in the movie theater. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's 345 or 335.
Yeah, I'll say hello.
Hello.
Welcome home. Of course I missed you.
I need attention afterwards.
Okay, Dan. I will pay you.
Why am I asleep till tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to be done in, I don't know, half hour or so.
I'm going to be annoying by then. Half an hour is a long time.
Half an hour is a long time in Follows. Well, thank you for joining us, darling. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, yeah, I forgot we were watching that. Nightmare Alley. Where'd it go? Okay, share screen again. I've got to find... Was that it? There you go. Oh, these trailers never bloody play. Well, let's just go back to the article. Okay, is it any good? Fine, let's go back to the other share screen. Is it this one? There you go. Fine. Okay, so what the Justice League Dark film was going to be like under its guidance. The live-action Justice League Dark movie was in development in the 2010s. It says my Wi-Fi is not working. Hello. Is it juddering for me? Yeah, it looks like it's coming. Okay, I keep getting... Here, 1 second. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reboot my router. It'll knock me off for about 30 seconds. Here, let me just check we're really offline. Or like we're getting poor signal. And then I might reboot the router. It might knock me off for like 30 seconds or so. This router is quick to reboot, but let's see how it's doing. Now detecting. Well, maybe it's what's the cartoon film? Oh yeah, of Justice League Dark. It's trying to work out if we're connected or not. Still checking. That's never a good sign if it's checking for this long. Okay. Here's the plan. I'm just going to I'm going to reboot my router. It might knock me off for like 30 seconds, but let's see what happens. Let's see how long There you go. Marvelous. I should have left the Crown of the Empire trailer playing again. That would have been smart. Okay, very good. Let's go back to the. All right, let's play that looks like the trailer's going to work now as well. So we go share screen. Nightmare Alley. Allow. Oh, it's working.
Step right up in the home, one of the unexplained mysteries of the universe. Is he man or beast?
I mean, I think I heard about this, but I was really put off by The Shape of Water, right? I was just so put off by that. I just memory hold it.
This picture has been examined by the foremost scientists and pronounced unequivocally a man. I am prepared to offer you folks one last chance to witness this supreme oddity. Where did it come from? It got by the same lust and threat that got us all walking on this earth, but gone wrong somehow in maternal womb. Not fit for living.
Right, this looks good. This looks like I'll totally watch it. Okay, this is good. Good old-fashioned scares.
Is it a beast? Or is it a man? You're in luck because tonight you will see him fool.
Yeah, this just looks like a classy horror movie. I am so up for this. When's it out?
Come on in and find out. Is he man or beast?
But I wouldn't go to the cinema to see it. If it's on download, totally. December. All right, 1 second. Let's do Nightmare Alley. Streaming date. Well, download date. Download release date. What can you buy it already? Is it out on iTunes? Here, 1 second. Let's look at the Wikipedia. I gotta watch this movie and do a review. Wow, 7.9 million at the box office. That's really bad. That's really bad. Terrible. I mean, listen, what can I tell you? You killed cinema. You guys have killed cinema. Critical response. Release. Okay. Okay, we'll just do how. Nightmare Alley DVD release date, and that way we should get the iTunes release date at the same time. No, not that one. DVD release dates. Finally. Oh. And they don't have the release date. Okay, fine. Piss off. Okay. No idea. No, anyway, as we were. But anyway, that's not Nightmare Alley. Let's talk about Justice League Dark. Will remain one of the great what-ifs of comic book history. I do agree. Doug Liman, director of Jumper and Mr. and Mrs. Smith, was attached to the project until it was finally scrapped, and we caught glimpses of how uncompromisingly dark and pre-naturalist vision would have been from striking conception. Oh. But before the film passed the hands of the venerated Hellboy and Pacific Rim director, I love Pacific Rim and I love Hellboy. Guillermo del Toro, was in charge. He had opened up more about what he had in mind for Justice League Dark. He told Sad Happy Confused podcast, about the characters he was most interested in working with. Okay, well, what were they? As one would expect, Constantine and Swamp Thing were locks for the group. Oh, yes! Story draft, greatly inspired by Alan Moore. Oh, close one was Dead Man, Boston Brand, in a exploratory arc about body hopping works. I took a little bit of the opening Alan Moore Constantine, and I took the dynamics between Abbey Arcane and Swamp Thing. And I took the sort of revelationary moments of Dead Man. This movie would have been great. How he would experience the consciousness of that being. Okay, and he says, fine. That sounds very interesting. Delmo confirmed he had 2 more Justly Dark favorites up his sleeve. One was one of my all-time favorites, Demon Eatergun. Yeah, I thought so. And I love the character of Satana. Is really, for me, another character that's so eftly powerful and interesting. Yeah, listen, the Fishnecks work, baby. Trying to mix that with Clarion, the Witch Boy. I was a DC guy. Man, this is one thing. This is way after my time. I kind of stopped reading it after Alan Moore left. Okay. Warner Brothers ultimately brought the axe down on Justly Dark. I tell you, that's the sort of movie that would really work today when people are looking for something different, right? That's the movie that would totally work today. Fine, let me look at my show notes. What do we have? We've got quite a bit to go through here. Jodie, how Jodie Whittaker felt when she regenerated. I don't really. Can we? 10 thoughts about the Sea Delve. I'm really not interested in any of these things, right? Be honest with you, I'm really kind of sick of like kvetching about Jodie Whittaker, even though it does get me a lot of views, right? Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness leak reveals one-eyed monster name, and it's not who you think. I don't care. J.K. Rowling's in the game removed from the Performing Arts House over authors' views. I just don't get that. It's living in clown world. It's so bizarre. Fine, let's have a look, see what it's doing in the wider world. We're at Louder with Crowder. Okay, that's the best place to get your news from. That and Timcast, right? Okay, let's see what. I hate myself. I do hate myself. So what are these headlines? Jon Stewart responds like, God damn it, Joe resigned. Keith Oman unloads on Biden and Glorious on it. Okay, let's have a look at that. That's always fun. He was this crazy anti-Trump guy. Now he's just a crazy guy. Where is it? Okay. How long, if this is long?
January 6th, 1 year. And what have we done with that year? In essence, nothing. Subpoenas issued, ignored.
Okay, so the amazing thing about this, as far as I can see, is they completely believe that January 6th was an attempted violent coup on democracy, right? And the people there believe that the people were attempting a coup on democracy. Both sides believe exactly the same thing, right? I wish we could all just step back and say, no, they're making us crazy. No, I wanted to talk about what's his name. What's the name of the I just saw it somewhere. There was a name of the guy who Joe Rogan, the professor, mass formation psychosis, I think. Mass formation psychosis. Oh, I think I just spelled it wrong. Yeah, this was really bizarre that they took this down straight away. Again, that's why I'm kind of glad I'm on Rumble, right? So basically, this where would I find it? Maybe they have a link to a video here. User takes down anti-vax Joe. It's not anti-vax. Joe Rogan interview with Dr. Robert Malone, which likened vaccines to mass psychosis. No, that's not what they were saying at all. But that's why they took it down. That's 100% why they took it down, so you wouldn't see it, right? That's 100%. The only reason they don't take these things down for your safety. They take these things down because they don't want you to see it. Fine, this. I mean, let's have a look at Screen Rant before I go. I think I'm going to wrap up. There's something. There's always a more on Screen Rant. Let's have a look. Let's go to Doctor Who. I'll share the screen. So we'll look at Screen Rant and Radio Time. So is there anything new there? And there is. Oh, no. You just blink and they make another stupid article. It blows my freaking mind. That's the one. So, okay. Like, how they come up with 2 more articles so quick? And all of them are insane. Doctor Who's 2022 special creates a big new year Dalek plot hole. Oh, God. Okay. Doctor Who 10 storylines that need to be resolved before 13 regenerates. I wouldn't mind listening to that. Oh, I was going to do that tonight. Jodie on Jode. I can't. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy. No. I don't know. These new Sea Devils don't look that much cop to me. And they're into each other. Really, why did the romance thing surprise anybody with this picture? I don't know. Let's have a look at Radio Times. Radio Times is another font of insanity. Well, they like the book of. When's this coming out? Preacher TV show. What am I seeing there? I enjoyed the Book of Boba Fett this week. I thought it was a fun ride. Okay. Why, yes, it's gay awakening. Isn't too little too late? Yeah, everyone's complaining. Fine, forget it. I'm wrapping up. There's nothing good out there. What's I can tell you? There's nothing to see there. Is anyone in the chat that I've missed? Not that good. Fine. If you like Jews, hit the like button. Well, thank you. If you don't like us too, hit the like button. Like, share, sign up to my Substack. Good stuff coming there. I think tomorrow I'm dropping the first issue of Ice Warriors. And it'll be fun and frivolity full. Okay.